Before there was resurrection, there was a tomb. And before there was light, there was darkness. And before we can truly trust God, we must first meet Him where we cannot see. What if the darkness that you find yourself in is not a punishment? What if it's preparation? What if it's a way where God can meet you, where you can learn to truly put your trust in Him? I hope that you have had a wonderful New Year's as we enter into January 2026. And I know God has been ministering a word to me for this year that I really wanted to come on here and share with you guys, as it's been burning in my spirit. And I believe that it's going to be a year of trust. Trust is the main word for the year, because God is looking for us to find confidence in who He is. Jesus was once in the tomb, but what did He do? He silenced it. He dismantled the confusion and He brought back hope. This is who Jesus is. We must trust in who He is. We must learn to know our God. God did not rush the resurrection, because what dies in dark comes back with authority. And I know this year we're going to experience a lot of pressure, a lot of torment, a lot of turbulence in our spirit. I believe that there are going to be hard times. Again, He never promised it to be easy, but He did tell us to take courage and remember that He is always with us and He is always for us. And I know that it's not always easy going through these circumstances that we go through. You might have been going through something for years now or months, and you've been praying for it and it has not broken yet, and there is no understanding of why things happen to good people sometimes. Sometimes things may seem unfair. I understand these things. I understand the concept of the true pain. I am a person that have experienced quite a bit of pain in my life. I know what it is to be disappointed. I know what it is to be belittled. I know what it is to go through circumstances that many might not go through. But one thing that we can all truly say we've all experienced is pain. And we all know pain in one way or another. We all have a story, and we all go through certain situations in our life that has brought, trauma to us, sickness to us, depression, anxiety, confusion. There's been things that have come to try to take us down and to take our trust away from who God is. But we have to remember that darkness will not last, because the light will come, and the light is the revelation. And as we begin to have revelation of who God is in our circumstances, we will begin to trust and staying when it looks over, just staying in Him and thanking Him. And I think, to be grateful, to have thanksgiving in our lips is going to help us in this season to overcome anything that comes our way, and to truly stay rooted in our faith in God. Is remember what 2 Corinthians 5:7 says. It says that we walk by faith and not by sight. We walk by faith and not by sight, and we can expect God to continually do supernatural things, and we're not truly trusting in Him. And I know that many of us say that we trust in Him. We say it, but we're not truly within our being really trusting in Him. Ask yourself this question: when you come to that circumstance that has not changed, when you come to that circumstance that you do not want to be in? Do you begin to look for solutions in your own strength, or do you really begin to move and trusting in God and relying on God and just, resting in Him and who He is for you, and knowing that He knows all things and that He makes a way where there is no way, and He opens doors that no man can shut, and He closes doors that no man can open. This is the God that we serve. It's not always going to go our way, but to trust in Him even when we do not understand is going to be very key. Even here, God is working. In that very midst of your situation, God is working. Even now, light is forming. Light is within you. Even this will testify one day of who He is in your life if you can truly stand firm and trust in who He is. Just take a moment. Take a moment to think about certain areas that you might not be fully giving to God, not fully trusting Him in. What is that one area? What is the one area? And the way you can know these things is, think about a relationship with anyone. When there is no trust, what do you do? What do you think? What do you feel when you're around a person that you truly do not trust? Ask your question that. As my mentor always taught us, is that trust is the foundation of all relationships. And that's very deep, because it is very true that every relationship's foundation truly is trust, right? We want to be able to trust those who are around us, the ones that we have, a real deep relationship with, that we do business with, that we live with, that we work around. We want to be able to say that we trust these people and not say that we do not trust, because when we do not trust, what are some things that might rise up? Again, just think about these things. Do you just stay standoffish, right? Do you begin to automatically put your walls up? You begin to just, if you're expecting someone to do something and you do not trust them, then you begin to just do it yourself because you don't trust that this person will come through for you. These are all little things that might pop up when you really do not trust a person. And so I want to pray for us today as we go into this new year, as I know that there are going to come some very dark times, but to remember that He is the light. And my friends, I want us to begin to shift the way we are perceiving our God, the way we perceive our King of Kings, the one who gave His life for you and me. I want us to begin to shift, because we're always wanting to know what He can do for us. We always want to know how He's going to come through to us. We are always trying to negotiate with God. We're always trying to make Him our servant, yet we ought to be servants of righteousness. And I want us to begin to shift that. I want to invite you to come into a different realm of your relationship with God, and begin to say, God, have I been a trustworthy friend? Have I been a trustworthy servant? Have I, Father God, been faithful with the little? Have I been faithful with what you have given me? Have I pleased you, Lord? How about we begin to pray some of the Psalms that David prayed to his God, which is your God? How about we begin to study the life of David in this year as we continue to just trust in God and be very intentional about really trusting the Lord in the midst of anything that rises up. This is not big, and it might not even, seem like a big deal to some of you. But, my middle child is turning 16, turned 16, and we have to get vehicles for our kids, and it's been overwhelming because our financial circumstance, it wants to dictate to us what we can and cannot do. And now I am not going out of what we can handle, yet it has been more difficult to try to get him the vehicle that we've been wanting to get him for some reason than it should be. And so it has been very discouraging. Sometimes, I just want to quit looking because for some reason it's just not going through. The car that we're applying for got sold. The bank's not wanting to, certain cars are not wanting to be approved. And it has been so discouraging at times. And I wonder why, and it makes me, and then it triggers other things like why am I in this situation still? Why is money, still an issue here? And, I have to talk to myself and say, no, you gotta trust God that as I walk and as I knock, He will open the right doors, and He will give favor where favor is needed, where favor will make a way for me. That is the path that I will find while I seek for this vehicle. Now, this is just a small example, but it's a real thing that I have been going through. And, and even in that, the Lord's like, will you put your trust in me? Because it has been very overwhelming and has drained me. It has caused me to get frustrated. So why, if I trust Him like I say I do, why do I get so frustrated over something so little? Yes, it's a desire of my heart. It's a desire of my heart to be able to give my son a good vehicle that's going to last him a while, that does not have any issues. And, as a mother, you want to be able to even give them the styles that they want. And the Lord loves us, and I know that He wants to give us the desires of our hearts. And yet, because, we're running into these delays, I want to get discouraged. But the Lord reminds me that I can trust in who He is. He is my provider. He is Roy, which, the God who sees us. He's the God who sees you. And in this season, He's asking you and me to really begin to trust Him and really begin to have a deep relationship with Him, and not only look for what He can do for us, but look on ways that we can do for Him. We're not only looking to trust in Him, but that He can also trust in us, because He's called us to do great exploits. And how can He do great exploits with people who are not seeking Him, who are not looking to truly know Him, to walk like Him, to talk like Him, to move like Him? How can He give us more when we have not been faithful with the little? And so He's calling us to a higher place of trust. And it goes both ways, because if we do not put our trust in God and He cannot trust us, all we will find is foolishness, wickedness, frustration, depression, confusion, tears, brokenheartedness, hopelessness. We get numb. But God is saying, trust in me and hold on, because He will make a way where there is no way. And even if it's not the way that you and I were expecting Him to do it again, we are not going to negotiate with the one in eternity. We will not negotiate, but we will serve Him, and we will be grateful, and we will have gratitude in our lips. Because complaining about things is not going to get us anywhere. He has a lot to complain when it comes to us, His children. We have walked in arrogance, in rebellion, in foolishness. And yet he calls us back time after time after time. And he still says yes to us. So say yes to trusting him. Say yes to trusting him. And also change it, flip it around and say, Lord, I want you to say, yes, I can trust my daughter. Yes, I can trust my son. We can partner together. We can do business now because there's a mutual trust between the two. I hope this video has blessed you. Share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.